Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As I say it, patience is a virtue. That is, wait. Wait, and the truth will come out. Later than the lie, but will come out for obvious reasons. In this case, we have the attack, Iranian massive missile drone rocket attack on Israel that occurred yesterday. And we have reports where they indicate that Israel, United States of America, Great Britain, and France were capable of destroying more than 99% of the incoming air targets launched by Iran. So that means out of 350 that they said Iran launched, 99% being destroyed, you got to about no more than 4 missiles slash drones slash rockets hit targets, no more. Because if you calculate 99% out of 350, as they claimed, is no more than 3 point something. But I gave them 4. So 4. I watched some videos, and not all of them were fake. I saw a lot of missiles or air targets being hit in the air. Some of them exploded on the ground, so they hit some targets. And the free mass media told us, which is the United States media, free mass media, that's the free mass media, and Israeli mass media told us that they reported the Israeli Defense Ministry saying that it was only one airfield, Israeli airfield, that was the missiles or the incoming targets hit the airfield but caused minor damages. Now, 1 or 2 or 3, one of the 4, or maybe all of them, but minor. Obviously, we gotta wait and see what others say after a while, after they are allowed to tell us what the hell happened. I know in those videos that I watched, which were not, the same video from 1,000 angles like they did in Iraq and Desert Storm operation, or in Yugoslavia in 1999, the same thing, and the same people interviewed by different. Anyway, that's the way you make news. So we have here the Americans actually coming and telling us, according to some sources, and I will feature it by Sputnik, telling us that actually 9 Iranian missiles hit actually two Israelis airfields, air bases. So what happened with the 4? Remember, it was 4. They said 99% were downed, so that's got the 4. I gave them 4. So 4, and these guys say 9 missiles. How about the drones? All shot down? I guess. So let's jump into this little article coming from Sputnik and see what ABC claims. At least 9 Iranian missiles hit 2 targeted Israeli air bases, reports. So 9, not 4. Moscow. At least 9 Iranian missiles have hit 2 of Israel's air bases during the recent attack, damaging infrastructure. So damaging, minor, right? Minor. ABC News reported on Sunday, citing an unnamed senior U.S. official. I like when they cite unnamed or confidential or people familiar with the matter or something. 5 ballistic missile struck Israel Nevatim airbase, damaging a C-130 military transport aircraft, a runway, and storage facilities, while 4 more missiles hit an Israeli airbase in the Negev desert, but without any significant damage reported. On Sunday night, Iran Islamic Revolutionary Guard launched over 300 drones. They said 3 missiles at Israel. They said 350 missiles, drones, and rockets in the first ever blah blah blah. Iran's state media reported that Iran had fired at least 7 hypersonic missiles at Israel, with none of them intercepted. None. Reported citing U.S. officials, CNN, right here we got CNN, the most trusted, reported citing U.S. officials that the US military had intercepted more than 79 drones and at least 3 hypersonic missiles during Iran's attack. Israel Defense Forces spokesman Daniel Hagari said Israel has intercepted 99% of the aerial targets fired by Iran, including all drones. All drones. As I said, we're going to wait for the reports to come out, or people being allowed to tell us the extent of success / damage those, the incident yield. What do I think about this? I think it's not only 9. I think it's more than 9, but I have no evidence. Why do I say that? It's because of the technological failure. I mean, if you think that, and I don't think that, for instance, a air defense system, Patriot system, S-400, Panzer, whatever you're going to call this air defense systems, are having a rate of success of 100%, I don't think so. I mean, even when you use the light switch, sometimes it doesn't work, and it's a click clock, just over there. But the more sophisticated a component is, the easier it is to have problems. For instance, remember when you drove a car, let's say, I don't remember, but I drove cars from 1970 something, especially like a Cadillac from 1976. So if you drive this kind of cars, you can look around, or if you drive other cars, like, I don't know, let's say a Ford Mustang for 1960 some, 16.8 preferably. So if you have something like that and you drive, you see how simple they are. Click, clock, clock. That's it. Many things cannot run out of business or take a shit on you. Versus nowadays. Nowadays, regular cars, I'm not talking about the good cars, but even the good cars, I tell you that, they always have a little sensor that runs out. They have something that doesn't work. You have a little thing that doesn't, bzz, 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 you have massage thing, you have certain things, the automatic door, or there's always something. Why? It's because before you had 10 things and 10 things to work, and they worked. Now you got 1,000 things. So from 1,000 things, and sometimes they're related to one another, that one thing, a sensor, screws up the whole thing in a car. So I'm not saying, I'm talking about a certain sensor. There's certain sensors can shut down your car. So when I talk about HIMARS, or I talk about Panzer, all these things, yes, I understand technology. But still, there's so many things that, play into functioning, having a air defense system functioning, especially the number of missiles, the intercepting missiles, or whatever you got in order to destroy the incoming missiles. You have a limited number. Now, if you flood that, it's like you have, let's say, a automatic weapon, and let's say you have a magazine of, how should I put it, 25 rounds in it. Got 25 rounds. Before you shoot 25 rounds, in order to take it out, put another round in, and then start over. The same with this. They have to be rearmed. Now that is not like, you just take another clip and clump or a magazine and choop, that's it. It's a little bit more complicated than that. You're talking about missiles and big shit, not, little pop bullets that you can put them in the revolver, clip it, and boom, you're ready to go. It's a little bit more complicated. So that's one of the reasons why I think is it impossible? No. Is it impossible to have 99%? No, it's not impossible. It's highly unlikely. I remember in the garbage in the Middle East, when Saddam sent, I think, launched some Scud missiles into Israel. I can't remember what exact year it was. The Americans had some Patriot systems over there, if I remember correctly, and they had a accuracy or a success rate of about 20%. 20% on the Soviet missiles. 20%. You can say, yeah, but they evolved. Yeah, but the other ones evolved as well. These guys have hypersonic missiles, according to them. But nevertheless, so no, it's a deterrent. It's a feel-good thing, mostly. It's like, for instance, we have our locks at our doors. There's not to really keep the thieves out. They just kick the door in and the lock is gone. Or they open it. It's just a deterrent to take some time. But it makes you feel better about it. Oh, I have 3 locks at my door. One kick in and your hinges are out. Or your door frame is out. Believe me. All right, so I know that for a fact. So it isn't, even if you don't break the door. So this kind of thing, look at the windows. Oh, the windows are locked. What are you talking about? I suggest, I'm not going to give you how, just look online how to open them from outside. Just with clip. You do a clip. But it makes people, did you lock all the doors and the window? Yeah, they're locked. It takes 3 seconds to get in. 3 seconds. Besides the fact that you can just ping them in, you get in and then push them in. Anyway, so the same with this, they're 99%, to make the population feel good about it. I don't think it's 99% whatsoever. But nevertheless, I don't have any evidence but the 20% from 30 years ago or so, 20-some, 30, whenever that happened. So here it is, my friends, at least 9, right? They say 9. 9, at least 9. Now, at least 9, I like when they say at least 9. You don't know how many? 20? At least is the minimum. They don't tell us the maximum. And the other guys say 99%. But if it's 99, you can get to at least 9. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.